is Monday, May 22nd, 2023, and it is approximately 3:41 PM. Counselors, have you had a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes. Yes.
Is there a motion for approval?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The minutes from the last meeting have passed. Next is item number 3, consideration of the consent agenda. Counselors, do you have any items you'd like to place on consent?
Yes,
Counselor Abbott?
item 4 and 5 on page 1. Item 6 on page 2. Item 9 and 10 items 9, 10, and 11 on page 3. If they were on page 4, if they were on page 5. 19 on page 6. On page 7, items 20, 21, and 22. On page 8. Item 23, 24, and 25. And on page 9, item.
I think 28 was the duplicate for, yeah, so there's a, 28 is old new business on the agenda. So I think that's it.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, Madam President.
I don't have any other items to add.
Okay, I'm gonna go through them one more time. So items 4 and 5 on page 1, item 6 on page 2, items 9, 10, and 11 on page 3. Skip over them. Item 19 on page 6, items 20, 21, 22 on page 7, items 23, 24, and 25 on page 8. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. No, we haven't said it yet. Okay, is there a motion for approval?
Second.
Item 5, question for the administration. What is the adverse to the agreement for to be republicized? There's some interest from the council about adding it. I think it's 7725.
We have one attorney, yeah.
Yeah, so, it would have to be republished. It was published, essentially, newspaper on Friday, which was published on Saturday. So we would have to delay it for consideration by a week. When we publish the 7th.
The administration runs that.
Cost. It's not much.
Answer yes.
Because we have to do that with probate cases.
Okay. She said yes.
Yes, so are we withdrawing it? You're,
So administration's gonna allow us to,
Yes.
yeah.
come on, you already knew that.
You want to start kind of, how many you up to 100?
Was committee members?
So we're adding additional 30.
Yes. And, item 22, director of the PL authority.
22.
GL officer would be 01
Mhm.
underscore 010 underscore 04280 underscore 04281 underscore 527 dash 0.57 dash 014. Steve.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll withdraw. No, there's one change, remember. Okay.
What do we do on those things?
We are, increasing the amount that we can spend up to 130,000, up to. Yeah.
Yes.
Was I'm trying.
In order not to re-publicize.
I'm just trying to get the next amount. I'm sorry.
We can just leave it on consent.
So today is. So it's Friday. Okay, the 9th.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be on the June. The visa June 13th.
It's on this fixed page.
And then.
Yeah, it's the 16th.
Simpson.
Oh, that's right. the budgets.
But we can leave it on, if it's consideration.
So we've, Madam Chair, if I can ask,
Yes, ma'am.
so we have added $30,000. Will we have to repost? We've got an agreement on the dates needed for reposting? Or what do you call that? Re-advertising?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
And I think it's like, in here, I don't know, we need to move the mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Okay. Right.
gotcha,
Okay.
okay, okay. Do we need
I'm
a
okay with
motion?
that.
with
We don't need to redo-
amendments?
So what is the funding source for the extra $30,000? That's not the pocket check.
It's not. 001 underscore 010 underscore 04200 527 dash 050.
And that is,
Other federal fees and services.
from this,
We talked about. I can show you together.
so is this district a discretionary donation from someone?
2/3 of it is.
Is it a secret? Can you just tell me? Who's putting the $30,000 in? Who is doing it?
Counselor Clark is putting 20,000 of the 30,000 counselor.
Okay,
Counselor Alexander was using 10,000. And balance of the entire.
that was so easy.
But just wasn't there was no question now.
Thank you.
So I moved. Jen, I think we made those additions,
Yeah.
those additions.
Thought we already.
Well,
Not
we
with the
made
amendments, yeah. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I abstained. Okay, all right. If your eye is replaced on consent, you can go and enjoy the rest of your day. So the first item is item number 7. It looks like this was submitted by IEO.
Directly on the line.
Mhm. Okay,
Can you all hear me okay?
very well.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So what's before you today? And I also have my colleague, Arenio Johnson, who serves as our program manager in IEO. So the Riddle Property Group is the same group who is helping us build the Family Fun Center in terms of the pre-construction phase we're currently in. Let me explain how we got here. When I first arrived 2.5 years ago, there was an offer on the service center site for 1.1 million. That offer fell through. And then we began looking for another opportunity. That offer made it to closing. but was not able to get across the finish line. And that was as of maybe 3-4 weeks ago when that item did not actually get across the finish line from a closing perspective. That was a group out of North Carolina led by former NFL star Walter Rasby, the Legacy Group. Kind of seeing how those things were trending, we prepared as a department to have a backup opportunity that will still accomplish the same goals of having additional parking, condos, hotels, retail, restaurant space, and one other element that I'll speak to. So today is where we are. The Realtor Property Group has extended an offer. And again, I want to reemphasize that we started at 1.1, and then the best offer was 1.2, and now we're at 1.9. We're still getting the same elements that we desired as a community in terms of the redevelopment of that site. Another notable thing that I don't want it to be lost on us is the interconnectivity of this purchase and how it will affect other assets we own downtown. What do I mean? 1.9 million sets the market for other transactions we're hoping to have. So why the increase in the price? We fully believe that City Walk and it's coming online, UAB's home stadium being named at Protective Life, legacy and the activity of not just sports, but entertainment. We've hosted March Madness. These are the elements that have increased, or rather made this amount possible for us to be able to repurpose that asset. Now I want to pitch back to uses. Like we said, parking, and this was before with the previous group. So the same elements that were before you, we're duplicating. Parking, condominiums. This is truly a mixed use development. And oh, by the way, to my historical preservationists, there is the push to include the middle building, which we believe can be saved, and adding on other levels to it, if you will. Here's a really cool part of the project. And I want to be very careful and strategic in how I word this, because there's some other things that have to happen, namely your affirmative vote today and of course the council. But the developer wants to work with the name, who owns the name to A.G. Gaston to repurpose and create the A.G. Gaston Center for Entrepreneurship at the base of this property, which will serve as a co-work space for minority-owned startups and emerging technology firms. This is similar or akin to what's happening in Atlanta with the Russell Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. We fully believe Birmingham is best positioned to have something of that kind downtown Birmingham. So again, just to reiterate where we are, we started at 1.1, we started at 1.2. We've been able to, due to the success in the downtown area like Uptown, we've gotten an offer of 1.9, which still includes those uses of parking, condo, hotel, retail, restaurant space. And oh, by the way, the piece of resistance, if you will, what we hope to be able to create is the A.G. Gaston Center for Entrepreneurship. And again, that will serve our minority entrepreneurs. Would love to entertain any questions you have.
Okay, thank you. Council members, do you have any questions? Madam President?
I don't have any questions.
All right, Council Abbott?
I wanted to know how much the appraisal was for.
Substantially lower. The last appraisal we came in was around 1 million, 1.1-ish. But we believe the reason why we're able to request an increased amount is for those reasons we've outlined earlier, meaning City Walk wasn't active when this appraisal took place. March Madness didn't happen. Protective Life and UAB investing and naming that as their home. See, all of these things weren't a part of the conversation when we originally began this exercise over 2.5 years ago. And so we fully believe the demand exists, and the developer did not counter offer. He fully understands and wants to be in that marketplace and sees the long-term play.
So the appraisal we have is
1 million,
from how long ago?
1 year ago.
1 year ago.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, he was still talking, but we weren't hearing anything. Did that mean something?
No, I didn't say anything else.
Oh, it's probably just slow. His connection is just slow. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It was silent. Okay, thank you. That's my only question.
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, is there a motion for approval?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 7 passes. Thank you, Mr. Wesley.
I'm not going. I'll be sticking around for a little while longer.
Oh, you know, the next item is item number 8.
And we have, now the front director,
Good afternoon.
Sit here.
Yes.
please be here.
Good afternoon. Snell Short, Service Deputy Director of Operations. What before you is a simple piece of software that will just schedule multiple art groups. Eliminate going back and forth. Simplify the process of scheduling. Questions?
Councilors, do you have any questions? Councilor Abbott?
Anytime.
WebEx, Zoom,
General meeting.
real meeting.
Meetings that you were scheduling now, software, so it just allows you to eliminate going back and forth trying to come up with a schedule for.
Yeah.
Wow, so we're moving into the 21st century.
Next generation.
That's good. It's nothing good.
Madam President?
Yes, I do have a question, and this dates me a bit since I've been retired for some time. I thought Outlook already had this capability, so how does this help a system like Outlook? When you used to be able to just go in and do that function in there. Does this increase capacity for that, or it allows other systems outside of Outlook when you're setting up meetings?
Outlook has the ability to set up meetings, but it does not have the ability to look at everybody's calendar and come up with one.
Oh,
I thought it already had that capability. Okay. Okay,
that's helpful.
okay, thank you.
That eliminates a lot of emails. Okay. Are there any other questions? Is there a motion for approval?
I move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 8 passes. Thank
Thank
you. Next item is item number 12. Mhm. Good afternoon.
Okay, this is our annual AmeriCorps Vista grant application. Actually, this is a continuation of our current application. We've been invited to, extend our contract where we'll get our standard vistas. The stipend, which is our match, has gone up this year because of just cost of living increases, so it went up to 68,000 versus the 52. This is a 1-year grant. It'll begin in September of 23 and end at September in 2024. And our application deadline is June 11th.
And I see that this will help to support 1 supervisor, 25 full-time vistas, and 40 summer interns, correct? Councilors, do you have any questions? Councilor Atkins?
The summer associates, can a person only be a Vista volunteer once, or can they come back repeated?
They can come back repeatedly. For our year-long members, they will only get the education award and the end of the year stipend for 2 years, but they're able to apply as long as the host site accepts them and they want to serve.
That's what I was thinking.
Madam President?
Yes, what is the application deadline? I apologize.
June 11th.
June 11th, okay, thank you. That was the only thing I didn't hear that. That's the only question I have, ma'am.
And we're getting one of these interns, right?
Getting few
A
I've been
few?
working
Okay.
on this.
Oh, we're getting a few, okay. That's an upgrade,
to make sure that you all have some assistance with something.
yes, because poor Jeff. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions?
So we won't get forgotten.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 12 passes. Thank you, guys. Next item is item number 13. And Mr. Wesley again?
All right. All right, here we go. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh. Cornell, we can't hear
Can you hear
you.
me? Okay, here we
No,
go. Here we
no.
go. All right, we back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I want to thank you once again for allowing me to stand before you virtually. And I also want to thank you for passing an updated cigar ordinance over a year and some change ago now. And what that did was it allowed us to be far more attractive and far more competitive in that lifestyle industry. Direct correlation and byproduct of that is what's before you today. And so this 200,000, similar to the Yo Mama's deal, is the reappropriation of debt incurred via our relationship with BPA. We are taking those resources and putting it right back into the city-owned asset for the purposes of stimulating retail activity to the tune of 200,000. This particular deck retail space, it was obviously not as in dire straits of the Yo Mama space that they will undoubtedly occupy. But this is a 2.5-story building right on, I believe, 2nd Avenue across the street from, I believe that is Avine Wine Bar or Helen, which same street.
The
You
law
would drive by
office.
and not know it's there. The law office it looks like a law office, right? But a beautiful historic space that will now occupy a locally owned cigar lounge called The Library. It is led by Dale Smith, who's also the CEO of Acclinate, another company we want to keep in our community. Why is this important? To Councilwoman Abbott's point, we are investing in ourselves and making sure we take care of our own stuff. So this 200,000 goes directly into that space, and it also allows us to compete with some of our surrounding suburbs who've already taken this updated ordinance approach and have been facilitating these sort of impacts in their community. Case in point, Mountain Brook has Vitola, and it has become a destination space. So from a location standpoint, this being downtown near our entertainment district, right from the sports, right near the sports complex, and all of those sorts of things, and the collisions that are taking place. This is another asset that are going to keep people in Birmingham spending money instead of going over the mountain and choosing other spaces. So we're excited about this opportunity. Look forward to entertaining any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wesley. Councilors, do you have any questions?
I do.
Council Abbott.
I want to know, do we have any special requirements, for health purposes? For
Yes.
all secondhand smoke that would be, I mean, I realize these people are smoking cigars, so they probably
Yes.
don't care. If they brought a guest with them who didn't smoke cigars, is there anything to keep the secondhand smoke from getting?
That is a great question. Again, to the council's credit, they supported our updated cigar ordinance, which included a mandate for pumping fresh air in and sucking the smoke out. That particular filtration system allows someone like yourself to go in and walk out and smoke not be in your hair. And it's designed that way. So we mandated that because we wanted the industry, but we wanted it the right way. And we thank you again, the city council, for approving that updated ordinance, because that's exactly what it's designed to do.
And what did you say that this business is across the street from?
Is our parking director present? Is Mr. Andre Davis there?
Oh, you know where Morgan used to be off of, at the corner of 20th and 2nd?
Yeah.
And you remember where my mom and dad law firm is? Right across the street, that parking deck.
That parking
Yeah.
deck.
It's a big gray, beautiful glass fronted space. Looks like it has a rooftop, kind of classic architecture, old school. It's a beautiful space. And I'm excited about what it's going to yield for us in this community for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Madam President.
I don't have any questions, thank you.
Yeah, I've been wondering what that space was gonna be like. Y'all have been building on it for a while. Okay. I don't know if I have any questions per se. Council Abbott, do you have any questions?
No, I think that was it for me.
Okay.
Okay, Is there a motion for approval?
Move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That item passes. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Item number 14.
Item 14, we have, Attorney Lawson, that's here. Oh. That will take us maybe some.
I really don't hear from them, but. Isn't it? Hey.
Hello.
Okay, tell us about item number 14.
So item number 14 as well as 14 through 17.
You want us to just,
Yes, if we
Okay.
could do them as a
Okay.
package.
Okay.
These are all businesses that we're looking to support through our facade improvement grant program.
can you talk about them? Please.
And so 14 is to support Uptown Jazz Lounge in the amount of $13,220. And so this would bring on, the requirement would be to bring on one full-time position with this funding. And this funding would support signage as well as garage doors that are up currently. But this would be reimbursement to support that business. Continue. Okay, and 15 is to support Jazzy's on Third, Jazzy's Music Gallery in the amount of $21,484.09. And this is to support new doors, windows, awning, and signage as well for this building, and they have been through the design review committee. The work on this building hasn't started yet. 16, we're recommending to support Life Touch Massage LLC. That's located at 77841 First Avenue. And we're recommending to support that business with $50,000 in a facade improvement grant, which will go towards exterior paint, lighting, windows, doors, and signage. And lastly, we are recommending to support Bistro 218, of course, which is an existing restaurant, in the amount of $45,183. This would be to make repairs to the exterior wood facade, to install new lighting, new awning, as well as signage. And so with all of these entities together, they will collectively be required to create 6 full-time jobs.
Okay, thank you. Madam President, do you have any
Yes.
questions?
This now is allocation then of the monies that we have already approved for the facade program. And I know we also discussed, they have to go through sort of a design review committee, or you have different sort of key points or phases that they must commit to doing or to fall in line with to ensure that these changes go within our design review.
That's
team.
correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And so what is the process then? They've already submitted this and it's gone through your process of
Yes.
evaluation.
That's correct. And we do have, just an example, we have Bistro 218's, their exterior, which has gone through the design review.
Okay.
And so this is typical of what businesses submit to us, and definitely they're in a historic district or a commercial district, they go through that design review process.
Okay. All right, thank you. Just wanted to be sure to clarify that because I know we were very excited about this program before. Thank you.
Council Abbott?
So 14 is going to create one full-time position, 15 is going to create
One full-time position, and 16 will create 2, and 17 will create 2. So they have to create one full-time position for every 35 applicants.
one for every $35,000.
$1,000.
or portion thereof.
Yes.
Okay, and on the item 17, you said they were gonna repair the wood, do lighting, an awning, signage, and was there something else that they were going to do?
No, that's correct. It's just the awning, exterior painting, the wood repair, lighting and signage upgrades.
Thank you.
Madam President.
That's it for me.
Okay, I don't think I have any other questions.
Move the items.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Items 14 through 17 are passed. Thank you.
See all this, to see all these.
Mhm.
Yes, especially our businesses, our restaurants
Yeah.
and.
Yeah, we could tear them down, but we didn't.
No. Next item is item number 18.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you tell us about the item?
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
Oh, no, you gotta read it.
Oh. Alright. It's lease agreements between the city of Birmingham and Luger LLC, under which Luger LLC will, lease property located at 930 6th Avenue North, Birmingham, to the city for operations of the Birmingham Police Department K-9 unit and the other related purposes. For a term of 1 year and the sum of $6,000 per month for a total amount not to exceed $72,000.
Counselor, do you have any questions? Counselor Abbott?
I wanna know about our canine unit, is it being
Mhm.
operated by like a contractor, or what is Luger, are they the owners of the building?
They're
or
just the
do they have
owners of-
Something to do with
No, they're just the owners of
just
the
the
building.
owners? Okay, well,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
thought since a Luger was a gun, maybe.
No, ma'am, it's just.
Okay, well, so how many canines do we have?
Currently, we have 11.
11. And do we have some drug sniffing dogs too? Or
Yes,
animals?
we currently have 3, with one we just acquired, which was our first, black female canine handler, which was last month, and, she's doing well, still in training, but she's tired. So we have a total of 3 as of right now.
Sounds like a party.
I know.
So the canines, what circumstances, and this doesn't really have anything to do with this.
Yes,
part.
ma'am.
Under what circumstances do you send a canine unit? Does somebody have to escape into the woods?
As far as our apprehension / patrol K9, yes, they're more so for people who have escaped, or ran from a scene or something to that nature. Just like previously, I think it was earlier last week, where, incident happened on the east side, but they tracked them to the north side where they found the vehicle and basically tracked them to the apartment, exactly where they were. And as far as, the explosive K9s, they, basically called, and then we do also do sweeps around the city.
Yeah.
Like this morning, we did the Holocaust Center. And, drug dogs are more so, they're called by DEA or Leo Task Force and our Birmingham Narcotics units to, assist. But they're about to go a little proactive in what they do now. I'm working with Jefferson County's interdiction drug unit to see if we can do something close.
Okay.
Do any of them stay at the airport or visit the airport?
The explosive dogs, that's their primary
Oh, yeah, you see him.
duty is the airport, which is 6 of them.
I don't go to the airport much, so I don't get out much these days. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam President.
Yes, I just have a question about the facility. Is this a new lease or an existing
It's a
building?
renewal.
It's a renewal.
I think
Okay,
we've been in that building now years.
perfect. And because that was gonna be my concern, did we have any retrofitting or any upgrades we'd have to do if this was gonna be a new facility? But
No.
this is just a re of the lease.
No.
Okay, thank you.
This is, funded.
new owner though, that you
It's
renegotiate.
funded with, transportation security administration. Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay, those are my questions. Thank you.
Council Abbott, do you have any more?
I'm good.
Is there a motion for approval?
I'm in approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That item passes. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks very much.
Item number 26.
Thank you.
Corey, you thought you were gone.
Yeah, keep them going.
Yes. You know I'm gonna make you read it.
And
How are you? Good to see you. Thank you.
So today we are requesting an amendment to mortgage note under which the mortgage note between the city of Birmingham and Phoenix Arts LLC dated January 26, 2004, in the principal sum of $1,191,600 will be amended. Also to delete the provisions requiring Phoenix Arts LLC to make 15 annual payments of $61,000 each commencing on December 1st, 2019 and continuing until December 1st, 2034. To waive the accrual of interest during the period between December 1st, 2021 and February 8th, 2038. And to provide that the outstanding principal balance and accrued and unpaid interest thereon shall be due and payable on February 8th, 2038. B, a first amendment to subordination agreement under which a subordination agreement between Highland Commercial Mortgage LLC, City of Birmingham, and Phoenix Arts LLC dated February 1st, 2021 with respect to the city's subordinated loan and mortgage against mortgage property known as the Phoenix Building, located at 1710 Second Avenue North, Birmingham, will be amended to modify the subordinate loan documents to defer Phoenix Arts LLC payment of the subordinate loan so that Phoenix Arts LLC is not required to make the annual payments of $61,000 on the subordinate loan and to extend the maturity date of the subordinate loan until February 8th, 2038.
Thank you, Mr. Corey. Is there a motion on the item?
Move.
Is there anything else we need to know about this item before they ask questions? No?
No.
Okay. Madam President, do you have any questions?
Well, I guess I just want to have further understanding of what we're actually doing here between the original and what you're proposing. I just need a little bit more of the layman's
So
terms.
I can start it off and then I'll ask Attorney Stanley to jump in. And so in 2004, we awarded the Phoenix building a little bit over $1 million to rehab the existing multifamily building we have now, which consists of 60 affordable housing units and 14 market rate units. And at that time, the loan terms consisted of deferring the payments for 15 years. And at that point, they would begin resuming payments. Well, we're at the point now where it's time for those payments to start on that $1 billion loan. And Mr. Ben Enrich has some repairs at the building that need to be made. Over the last 15 years, they need repairs on the brick around the building. And so they're requesting to amend the current agreement to push out the payments for another 15 years, which will allow them to make the necessary repairs that are well over $700,000 at this time. And in doing so, they will also extend the affordability period, which ended on the first loan, which would have ended around this time as well, but they're agreeing to extend the affordability period for another 15 years, which will keep the 60 units affordable in the city of Birmingham. And so I will pass it to Attorney Stanley if you have anything there.
I think Mr. Stallworth explained it pretty well. Just to inform the committee about the subordination agreement. In 2021, the city agreed to subordinate this 2004 mortgage to financing from Highland. And the subordination agreement incorporates the terms of that 2004 loan. So we're not really changing that agreement except to make the new terms be reflected in the subordination agreement. That's why there are two parts to this.
I have another question. So there were 65 units that were to be rented or to allow occupancy at the affordable rate?
60.
60
affordable, 14 market.
60, 14, okay.
And I must say, I just want to thank the city for 20 years ago, making this project move forward, because it was very difficult to produce affordable and some market, but 60 affordable units in the city was a pioneering project that this city made happen with, we were involved, but you guys made it happen, to be honest. And during that period, again, that first 15 years of affordable, the payment was deferred or not required. We have extended that affordable period another 15 years and are asking again to defer payment until the end of that 15 years.
And what's the occupancy now, the current, are you fully?
Fully full.
Okay. I do remember this, of course, I wasn't on the council or anything, but I do know I felt that it opened the opportunity for, I'm gonna say, loft living or downtown where you may not have had residents before who were able to move downtown.
This was one of the pioneering,
I want to say maybe been the first.
and it could have been the first, but certainly pioneering one, and without the city's involvement, it couldn't have happened. But it was one of the earliest in the city, and broke ground in 2004 and first occupancy 2005.
And this is the old telephone. Gotta go, just go down and pay phone bill for my mother. Thank you. One of my first big jobs as a child. Thank you. That's
Councilor
all,
Abbott?
thank you.
And I used to rearrange the space and repeated. Yeah, and I was on the council when you did that. I even remember. Well, I'm satisfied with the answers, but when I read it, I thought, what are we doing here? But now it's clear what we're doing, and I think keeping those units affordable is very important, because I knew people who lived there that were doing important jobs that were very poorly paid jobs. It was more a mission of love than it was getting paid, so they needed that help. So, yeah, this is good. And what would happen? What would happen to the affordable, the people who needed an affordable place to live? If these came off of affordability and they couldn't afford the new rents, then they would just have to go find some other place to live. They'd be out of luck.
Probably would not be able to be downtown.
We wanted to extend for the affordable period.
Good.
Okay, well, I'm good with that because I think it's important.
Well, I don't have any other questions. Do we have a motion?
We did.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
That item passes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next item is item number,
Good to see you.
yes, good to see you. Item number 27.
Afternoon.
Good
Good afternoon.
The item before you is an ovation agreement that was originally executed with Fourth on 1904 Fourth on LLC back in 2018. This agreement is to change the name of the entity. It still remains the same ownership. However, in reconciling the incentive agreement, in order to reconcile that payment, we must now transfer the new agreement into the name, which is now Lakeview Green Owner LLC. So it's an agreement that was originally executed in 2018. And this novation agreement simply is going to change the name and the title of the ownership in efforts of reconciling incentive payments.
Councilor Abbott, do you have any questions?
Okay, so basically all this is the a name change.
That's it.
Okay.
Nothing more to it. The project's still just like it was
Yes, ma'am.
before. except the names have been changed to protect details.
Like that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm good. It seemed like that was what it was.
Yeah.
And just to reference, whenever a novation agreement comes about, that's what it is. It's just typically a transfer or a name change of a development agreement. So that.
Novation, that sounds good.
Madam President.
No, I don't have any other questions. That was just one that clarification, just the name. The project is still
The,
the same.
the actual agreement itself is identical, other than the name. That's it. So the, agreement that was executed in 2018 is the exact same.
Okay.
No, we haven't.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The item passes. Thank
Thank
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
This is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't have any old and new business. So the next Budget and Finance Committee meeting will be on Monday, June 12th at 3:30 PM. And then we have the public hearing for FY 24 budget on June 5th.
Move for adjournment.
All in favor, say aye.
Thank you.
Listen to what they say and smile sweetly. So now we can discuss it with them.